Good afternoon. Today is September 14th, 2020. The time is 5:30 p.m. This is the Streets and Sidewalks Committee for the City of Troy. To my left is Councilman Jeff Schilling, and Mrs. Snee will not be with us this evening, and my name is Bob Phillips as the chair. We're here to hear a staff report about the Ohio Public Works Round 35 grant application for a reconstruction project. And Mr. Titterington, will you be leading that? Or?
I will.
Okay.
We are asking you to make a recommendation to council to authorize me to submit an application to OPWC. This would be for phase 1 of the South Stanfield Road reconstruction project. South Stanfield reconstruction would happen in 3 phases. The first phase is from Commerce to traveling north to West Stanfield. Second phase would be from West Stanfield to the Tractor Supply business, and then from there north to the intersection. We originally talked about going from north to south. One of the big evaluations that we had to do and only recently completed was the reconstruction of the intersection. Still evaluating options, but there's been some analysis done of the best reconfiguration as that intersection is at capacity. So we recently got enough information that we were prepared to reverse the phasing to start from the south to go north. And because we still have some more work to do. The intersection itself is a major undertaking. Whether we go with a standard reconfiguration of the intersection, or we looked at something different like a roundabout. We're not saying that we're recommending a roundabout, but we're looking at all the options, and that's taken an amount of time. Phase 1 would be constructed in 2022. We would go out to bid. We would do design work 2021, go out to bid probably end of 21, early 22, and then the construction would be done in 2022 of that first phase. Because of all the analyses that had to be done, we are asking for emergency legislation. The deadline is October 5th, and we only recently were able to get to a point where we were able to make a recommendation to you.
Okay, to clarify, Commerce Center Boulevard is
Honda.
Is the Honda. Okay.
Yes.
Where the gas.
Correct, I got it. And we are working towards the north. And the primary intersection you say has basically maxed out is Main.
West Main and Experiment Farm.
Correct. Okay, got it. I don't think I have any other questions.
I do.
Go ahead.
Okay. While we're on South Stanfield, and I see that the proposal is talking about completing the sidewalk, which is a great idea. What are we going to do about the property owners that are south of Commerce Drive? There's at least 3 property owners, possibly 4, that don't have sidewalks now. Are we going to, can we move those people along earlier so that, by the time this thing's all done, we're done with the sidewalks on South Stanfield?
We can look at that. I don't have the map in front of us to see exactly where they are.
Well, I can, it's the apartment, the Traditions apartment complex is one, and I'm not sure their property line runs all the way to Commerce, the Commerce Center, but if not, there's another little property owner on the corner there, but Traditions, and then you have the pond, which I believe is owned by that condo complex.
Sure.
Okay, and then on the other side of the street, the sidewalk ends with the Caring Health Center's property.
Yeah.
And then you have that wooded lot that's sort of around the corner where all the trees are outgrowing into the street. And there may be another property owner in there as well. But
okay. So
But those are not in, those are south of Commerce.
Sure. So without overcommitting, the idea is that the sidewalks within the phasing of the OPWC, we would be assessing to the property owner. So it's logical to look at that at the same time as part of the assessment process, but that would not be included in the application because it is south of the boundaries of the South Stanfield project.
Right, but
We will note that so that we can look at that at the same time as we're doing the design work and coordinate that so we're doing it all at once if we
Because,
can do
I
that.
don't want to get, I mean, it'd be ridiculous to get all that work done on South Stanfield and not get all the sidewalks completed.
I understand. And we'll note that.
Okay, thank you.
Any other questions from any other councilman in the audience? Madam Mayor, come forward, please. State your name for the record and your address.
I am, sorry, Kristen. When are we doing the West Main Street construction? My concern is two major projects going on at the same time.
Yeah, that'll be 23, 22, 23. The West Main
22.
project, well, the West Main project, ODOT is, yes, but as far as management of the projects, I believe, which one is, we're going to be having a manager that's going to do that for us, a project manager.
But we
for
could
that.
have two pretty major projects going on at one time.
Well, that's correct, except that the area of West Main Street that will be constructed in 2022, 22, 23 will be closer to downtown. It'll be
Right,
the phase
downtown to
one,
Ridge.
And then it's not for 2.5 miles up and away from that project that we're going to have that section of South Stanfield.
Just questioning having two big projects at one time. That's it.
The West
Just a
Main
thought.
is a big project. The Stanfield's not nearly as big. It'll just be a matter of coordinating, and we'll have some contract support to help us.
All right, thank you.
Mr. Seaver, just coming in, do you have any questions or comments about the OPWC grant application for the South Stanfield Road Reconstruction project that we were talking about? Thank you, sir. All right, what is your pleasure with this?
I think we should move forward.
It is unanimous with
And with emergency authorization.
I'm sorry. It is unanimous with the committee that we will proceed as staff is recommending, which does include the emergency legislation. Any other items come before this Streets and Sidewalks Committee?
No, sir.